Hi Sag, Venus here with your June 2017 love reading. Alright, so I've shuffled the decks, I've cleared their energy, and we're ready to get started. Alright, so love and romance, Sagittarius. Alright, June 2017 love, Sag. Alright, Sag, so you guys, the first card to come out was the Ace of Cups. And it seems to me as if you guys are looking forward to a new beginning with someone. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. It could very well be a Sagittarius or a Pisces to be specific, or it could be another fire sign is what I'm seeing here. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, you guys got the Page of Wands. When I was shuffling initially, he flew out in reverse. So this is the way he wanted to come out, and that is in the upright. And you guys could be, this could very well represent your energy, simply because you guys are fire signs. Yes, and maybe, just maybe, you're dealing with someone who you guys kind of went back and forth, and it might not have turned into something maybe as soon as you wanted, or maybe it's still playing, the energies are still playing out for it to turn into something, but has yet to. Maybe someone here, you, Sag, or the other person feels maybe powerless, and maybe a bit confused. So someone isn't saying something. And I'm gonna pull these two cards at the bottom of the deck. Let me just say, I told you we had the Page of Wands, but then underneath we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So what I'm piecing together, because you guys have a lot of water here, you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Death card, you have the Moon reverse, and you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I'm thinking if you guys are dealing with a water sign, or someone that's emotional, someone that's coming through as a water sign, it doesn't have to be. It could just be the state of things between you two. They're not saying anything. They're not speaking, but you are ready to speak. You want to speak about it, but it's not happening just yet. Maybe this person is feeling like they can't bring this to fruition. So let's dig into the cards here. So this Ace of Cups, definitely a new beginning that you're wanting. It could be with a Scorpio with the Death card here. And like I said, it could be with a Pisces, or it could be just that, Sag, you might have went through something with someone. You might have started a thing with someone, and you are going through a transition. Now, when I see new beginnings and I see the Death card, when I see this side by side, when I see these two cards side by side, I get the feeling, well, this is how it came out. This is first. I get the feeling that you could be dealing with a divine partnership. Why do I say that? It's because we have a new beginning, and we have sort of, not an ending to something, and a transformation. So this is letting me know that this, whatever love that you guys have been involved with, has or is transforming you as we speak. Ace of Cups, Sag, June 2017. There we go. All right, so clarifying the Ace of Wands, guys. I'm sorry, the Ace of Cups. We have the King of Wands in reverse. So this is you guys. If it's not you guys, it's someone you're dealing with that's giving off fire sign energy. Aries, Sag, Leo, and they're in the reverse. Which means to me on this Ace of Cups is that they're not fully looking at this love offer, or at this beginning, this divine offer. It could be you, Sag. I feel like you guys are maybe wanting to move away. You're not quite feeling yourselves in this reverse. You're not feeling as passionate, as stimulated, as creative, as adventurous. And with the Six of Swords, it kind of lets me know that maybe you want to move away from this love romance. And I think that's for some of you. I think a lot of you are maybe confused. Maybe you've never experienced anything like this before, you know, and it's a bit confusing. And you see all the beauty there, but you don't understand it. There's like a lack of understanding. All right, can we clarify the death card for my lovely, lovely Sagittarians, June 2017. Oh, Sagittarius. Guys, I'm sorry. I get so geeked when I see this. So, on top of the death card fell the Four of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups. So you guys, like I said, you could definitely very well be dealing with divine union here. And maybe you've sat and you've thought about it. And some of you guys want to move toward it. But until you can move toward it, you have to get right within yourselves. For some reason or another, maybe some of you guys could be experiencing money, financial issues, which is holding things up, or they. I'm sorry. And next we have the moon in reverse. So the moon is like secrets, lies, illusions, things that are done in the dark, things that are not clearly visible, and it's in reverse. So it seems to me that a love offer, maybe on your end, is not being offered until you are certain. Oh, wait. Okay. Until you guys are exactly certain what. We're not taking any of those cards, by the way, except for the ones that flipped over. Until you guys are exactly certain it is what you want. I'm going to take this because... Okay, so on top of the moon card, we have the Nine of Cups, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Wands. So, you guys are coming out of something. Okay, so I feel like regarding the same person that is you have this soulmate energy with, I feel is the same person that at one point confused you. Or it could go the other way. You confused them. And what it caused was a lot of pain between the two of you. A lot of contemplation. Contemplation of moving on. Contemplation of beginning this relationship again. But it caused some sadness. But it seems as if you guys are coming out of that. Or they're coming out of that. And again, a new beginning is being brought forth here. So you guys have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So, I mean, and the Two of Cups. It seems as if Sag wants to make this offer. Like, okay, maybe, okay, all right. So maybe the water sign, alleged water sign, offered you guys something and you were not prepared to do it. So therefore you did not do it. Maybe it required a lot of transformation in yourself. That was kind of scary, something that you, were not quite familiar with, because water signs can be very deep. And Scorpio especially, Pisces especially, can be very deep. So you guys were unsure and you contemplated about it and you came to a conclusion about this Two of Cups. It's like you came to a conclusion about the Two of Cups. And you realize that you are going to have to change some things about yourself, which can be scary. If you guys are dealing with a Pisces, this Pisces could have lied to you guys. Or this Pisces could have been not for all of you guys, but your wish. When you met this person, you'd be like, oh my gosh, dreams do come true. And it seems to me that if you're dealing with a Pisces specifically, you went from the 9 to the 5 of Cups in reverse. So that's 4 cups if we're subtracting. Because, you know, when you go from 9 to 5, we're going to subtract. That's not going forward. That's going backwards. And it could have been that in the 4 cups, between the 9 and the 5, someone denied you, Sag. Or you guys denied them. But I feel like they might have denied you. Because here we have the Ace of Wands on top of that. And that's Sag. This is Sag, I feel, energy offering forth. So it seems like it's like a going back and forth. Like they offered you their love. And you're like, no thanks. Not right now. And then it's like, you know, they offered you themselves. And it was their wish. And somebody's like, well, maybe not. And then there's another like go around. It's like, okay, let's try. Let's see. So I feel like it's a back and forth energy. All right. So then we have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is definitely in reverse, meaning that I feel in this instance, the love is there. Okay. The emotions are there, but the movement is not. Someone's stagnant, someone's waiting, somebody's thinking and contemplating about it. You guys could be dealing with, we have the King of Swords, on top of that, Knight of Cups. Some of you guys could be dealing with an air sign, Aries, Libra, Gemini. And let me just say really quickly, in this spread, we have 2 kings. We have the King of Swords and we have the King of Wands. I know rule-wise, that this is general. It could be male or female. But let me just say, for any of the gay couples out there watching, there could be some of you guys could be dealing with, there could be a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo man dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra man. So just putting that out there. All right, the Knight of Cups in reverse. One more card for this Knight of Cups. Why is this Knight of Cups in reverse? For my beautiful, beautiful archers, June 2017. There we go. All right, a couple things. Gosh, you guys are busy. All right. So on top of that Knight of Cups, not only do we have the King of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and we have Temperance. So like I was saying earlier, I feel as though, even though there weren't any Pentacles there initially when I got the message, but it seems as if money could definitely be a factor in why something did not come together. I feel like there's a masculine energy here, or I'm sorry, like a protector provider energy here. And sometimes women take on those roles, unfortunately, but there could be a protector provider energy. And I know Sagittarius women, let me just say, my rising is in Sag. I have a Sagittarius grandmother. Sagittarius women are bosses, point blank, period. So this could very well be Sag woman's energy. So just a disclaimer. But this protector provider energy here is not fully in its character with being in the reverse. Perhaps you guys are dealing with someone. It could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you guys could be dealing with someone, or it could be you that was hopeful about a job and it didn't go through. And it's why they cannot offer their cup of love as the Knight of Cups. And it's why they're in their minds thinking and going over it. But then your energy comes into play. And it could be you I'm talking about. It could be the other person. But now your energy, Sag, is coming into play on that. And it's saying, relax. You know, balance yourself out. There's something to be done about it. It's going to be okay. You know, this tough time is not going to last forever. I feel like that could just be what Sag is telling this person. I don't know. That's what Sag could be telling this person. And I think it's the Two of Cups person, because on this Sagittarius card, on this Temperance, are the Two Cups. So there was a new offer with this Ace of Cups that is being extended. Someone could be dealing with a Scorpio, like I said, or because of this romance, someone's going through a rebirth. And it's confusing, perhaps, for some. But I definitely feel like some of you guys are dealing with Scorpio. Some of you guys are dealing with Pisces. All of the signs are here. But I just want to do a thing. Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. So what flew out when I was just beginning to shuffle for the Two of Cups is the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like there's some like financial issues going on. I don't know if it's with Sagittarius or this earth sign that they're dealing with, or this other counterpart, this protector provider energy is having financial difficulty. Let me take a swig. And it might have caused a rift in the relationship. Somebody could have gotten put out. You know, a scenario. You and a person are living together and they're not pulling their end. And you're like, you know, if you're not going to pull your end, you got to go. And they go out. And they go from the 5 to the Knight. So 5 of Pentacles, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page, Knight. They go through an evolution, whoever this person is. The one that's supposed to be the protector or the provider. This Two of Cups. Because I asked to clarify just the Two of Cups. Could be a Scorpio. And they went out in the cold and they did all they had to do. And it seems that they did it fast. Like the evolution of this progress was pretty rapid. And then they turned into the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, the Knight of Pentacles. And they want to offer something to you that is tangible and real and of value. But they want to do it slow and they want to do it steady. Maybe because of, you know, past hurts shared between you two. Yeah, some of you guys have decisions to make. All right, so let us pull some romance angels oracle cards from Enduring Virtue. So what just flew out, guys? And I shuffled pretty, like, you know, stable, steady. They just fly out because the messages need to be told. All right, so we have past life relationship. You've known each other before. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Sagittarius, love and romance. Sagittarius, love and romance energies, June 2017. What do you have for my beautiful, beautiful, intellectual, passionate fire signs? All right. I'm sorry, Sagittarius, not fire signs. All right. So, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to what's wrong with me? Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I'm telling you guys, this playfulness card is a damn tongue twister. Every time I read it, it's like, what? To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Playfulness. Then you guys have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, those are the cards, guys. So I'm feeling as though, like I said, I don't feel like there's an unrequited love in the sense of you're attracted to someone, but they're not attracted to you, and someone's not getting the hint. I don't get that notion. I get the notion that someone is not feeling quite themselves. Someone is not quite loving themselves, because we have you guys in this position. And it's on the Ace of Cups. Maybe you guys are not feeling this water sign, perhaps. Maybe at one point you weren't, but you are now. Whatever the case is, let me see something. King of Wands. What is the King of Wands in reverse? Why is Sagittarius, or this fire sign, in reverse? King of Wands. There we go. Oh. So, on top of that is the Queen of Cups reversed. Okay. So, maybe you and another water sign, like I said, and it could be any sign, but let's say it's a water sign because that's what's here. You guys weren't seeing eye to eye. Because there were things within yourselves you had to get clear. And you had to go away from one another, you know. But one thing's for sure, just because you go away from someone physically, that does not mean that you're not with them in spirit, in heart, and in mind, and in energy. So I feel like that's where the unrequited love comes from. I feel like this this past life relationship, this Two of Cups relationship that you guys are having, is experiencing difficulty simply because there's things within self that needs to be fixed. So once the effort is made, once the choice, because there's a decision, there's a decision to be made about this Two of Cups. Once the decision is made that it is something that you want to embark on, or they'll have to make the effort. Or it could be you wanting to make the effort. But when you do so, when you make the effort to get to know one another, don't forget to be playful. Don't be so serious. For a very few of you guys, you could be turning somebody down. It could be someone you don't want to do. You don't want nothing to do with them. And that's where the unrequited love comes from. And they very well could still be a past life relationship. It's just that you don't want anything to do with them. Simple as that. One more for my lovely Sagittarius folks. The Archer. One more card for my half man or half woman and half horse. My freedom-seeking, jovial, lovely Sagittarius. All right. And these cards are from the Nature's Whispers Oracle by Josephine Hartfield. Excuse me, Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall. All right. So you have You Are Worth It. That's the first card that came out. You Are Worth It, number 23. Excuse me. You are worth it. The only way you can accept, respect, and cherish others is by accepting, respecting, and cherishing you. Accept praise and credit when it is given to you. When you learn to be accepting, you allow your true potential to blossom. You claim your worth and reflect that light to others. When you see yourself in this light, other people cannot help but respond to your personal sense of value. As you strive toward more self-love each day, you will find yourself infused with new energy. It is okay to walk away from relationships that minimize or hurt you. Enjoy and love who you are. Yeah. For those of you who are feeling this unrequited love for someone, You Are Worth It is telling you that you don't have to stay in that kind of situation because there's something out there greater for you. Even if you guys are dealing or have dealt with someone that is offering this Two of Cups energy, this Ace of Cups, this Ace of Wands, all these beautiful energies around you, even if that all of that stands between you, but you're not quite feeling yourselves being reversed, you have to make the effort in terms of knowing your worth. If it's somebody out there that does not want Sagittarius, understand you are worth it. And you need to move on to where you are wanted. You got, and your next card is Higher Ground, number 20. Higher ground. Move your thoughts, emotions, and outlook to a new perspective. Take an overview of what's going on. Just through shifting your perspective, you will see the whole situation in a clearer light. A different course may become apparent. You will be able to focus on what is most important to you. Make a conscious effort to get above the situation. If there is nothing pressing in your life at the moment, consider something that may be unresolved from the past. Use the same idea of climbing above it with the intention of healing it. Once you achieve the higher ground perspective, you may find yourself filled with peace and a beautiful outcome. Maybe through playfulness and making the effort and getting to know each other, you'll move on to higher ground. And that could null and void that unrequited love, that imbalance. Not imbalance, but you guys not feeling quite yourselves with a person. And I'm not saying it's because of you or them. It's just like the cards are saying, suggesting we need to love ourselves in order to love another. And honestly, I see this energy a lot. I've experienced this energy a lot myself in a personal relationship of my own. Two people that have so much to learn. Their souls have a lot to learn before there could ever be a union. And that is actually loving yourself, because, as cliche as it sounds, if you don't think you are worth it, if you don't know your worth, no one else will. And it's so hard to love someone that doesn't know their worth. It really is. So perhaps making the effort is not a bad idea in regards to someone who you feel you have a connection with. You can definitely help. You can definitely be a shoulder, but it's the person that needs the soul growth that has to take responsibility and make things happen. It's them. And when I just went to like tap the cards, I just noticed passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. There is passion between you guys. It just seems like some self-work needs to be done within. Personal work. So with that being said, Sagittarius, my darlings, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. You are so appreciated by me. You have no clue. I wish you guys love and peace and harmony and joy, self-love, and all of the things that are of positivity. I wish you guys lots of love from me to you and light from me to you. Thank you, Sagittarius. Well wishes, guys. Until next time.